you go through, you drive through, you see this is the trenches. Like, you feel me? Like ain't shit here for me. But like there's more to it. Like in a lot of New Haven majority of New Haven is that. New Haven isn't fucking Yale. New Haven isn't the fucking pizza. It's the people.
Hello, storytellers. Welcome to Seek and Speak. Here we discover the extraordinary and ordinary truths within all walks of life through one story at a time. I'm Biyeni, the host, and I work to inspire connection, creativity, and reveal how the heart of every story is human. Today, I interviewed an acquaintance of mine, and I can't wait for you to meet him. Let's meet him. Hi, Elvis.
So I don't have any chance. Hi, Biyeni.
Hi. Welcome to Seek and Speak. I'm so excited to have you here.
I'm excited to be here.
That did not sound like excitement.
Okay, but I told you what happened to me before I got here.
He's had a rough day. Shout out to him. He made the drive all the way from New Haven here, Stamford, Connecticut, and there was traffic, and he got a little boo-boo.
All right, not too much. Not too much on me.
I'm super excited to have you here on Seek and Speak. Just a little context on how we know each other. We actually know each other through Matt and Kofi, who hasn't been on this channel, but if you know Matt, you probably know Kofi because they're a pack, right?
Yeah, I mean the three of us kind of is, but they usually go together because they went to high school together. But
True.
We all went to elementary school together and partial middle school, and yeah, those are my dogs. Fun fact, me and Kofi are the only people Matthew shares his location with, so and he refuses to share with anyone else because we like this.
I'm gonna get that location.
You're not gonna get it.
I will.
I promise you're not.
I will. I'm gonna get that location. Trust. Anyways.
I actually set the password on his phone too. That's my boy. That's my boy.
We'll discuss this later.
Okay.
Anyways, so yeah, we met maybe two years.
Yeah, probably sound like that.
Yeah.
I think it was summer before last.
Okay, yeah.
So it's probably like a year and a half, more or less.
And yeah, we just hung out with Matt and Kofi, and we've seen each other a couple of times, but then there's a whole year have not seen you.
No, you saw me in August on Matt's birthday. And then the last time I saw you before that was December when we were out here. When we went to
Bradford's. No.
Yeah, we went to all those places and all that. Don't go to a club in Stanford. Don't go to none of that in Stanford.
He's used to the New Haven bars and clubs. There's no clubs here.
It's all I
had a great time.
I'll leave that to the white folk.
I had a great time. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, we know each other on a good acquaintances level, but we could be better friends. Do you agree?
I mean, yeah, that's your fault. That's your fault.
No, it's not my fault.
It's your fault.
It's not my fault.
Listen, I'll be around.
I know.
I'll be around. That's your fault.
I went to college and then
across the country. Who told you to go all the way over there? That's not my problem. I'm in Connecticut. I'm in Connecticut.
I know, whatever. But now I'm fixing it. This is first step of fixing it.
There you go.
Because we're gonna connect more on Seek and Speak.
Type shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I know you, but the people watching don't. So why don't you share a little bit about yourself?
I'm Elvis. I'm 22 years old. I'm a student at Southern Connecticut State University, and then I am also a bank teller. That's a little new to me. I'm also the OC, Calle Market, 155 Kimberly Avenue, New Haven, Connecticut. I'm plugging it on the podcast.
What?
Shameless plug. I will, you feel me? So I'm there every Sunday if y'all want to come see me.
What's the OC? What's that mean?
The OC, the poppy store, you feel me? I
don't know what that means.
The guy behind the counter in the bodega.
Thank you for sharing a little bit about yourself, but why you're here on Seek and Speak is to share a story. It doesn't have to be extraordinary or ordinary. It can quite literally be anything as long as it's meaningful to you and something you want to share with me and the audience. So yeah, what's your story, Elvis?
Another thing that I do, I take pictures. Like, I'm a photographer per se. It's a hobby of mine. Like, I got my camera 2 years ago, but like I'm still like pretty amateur with it. There was like a period of time where I stopped taking pictures and stuff, but I do it a lot for fun. It's like a comfort thing for me. And like what I capture in my camera usually is like something meaningful to me, or like something that I like looking at. Like I don't want to take a picture of just anything. Like it's a hobby, but like it's nice to be able to capture things that are important to me. So like I usually take pictures when I'm at events with my friends, or maybe I'm on like a little hike by myself, or like a little stroll on the beach, like, and like I just have a view that just feels meaningful to me. I'll take a picture of it. So I'm gonna talk about how I got my camera and what I did with it when I first got it. I was 19, 20-ish, and there was this program that one of my friends told me about called Grip Tape.
Grip tape?
Grip Tape, yeah, is what it's called. So he told me, because they were basically giving out like $500-600, and it was like, for young people to go do something productive with it, but you had to show receipts and stuff like that. You had to write an essay to apply for it and everything. But I was like, I want to start taking pictures and stuff. Like I could actually use this. And I wrote an essay about like how I want a camera and the type of things I want to capture with it. They really liked it, so I got it, and they sent me the money. And I bought my camera, my first camera, Canon EOS 4000 D, I believe.
Canon twin, except yours is so much better than mine.
But so what I had told them I wanted to do with it was capture my community. So I was born in New Jersey, but after like a year of my life, I've moved to Connecticut. I've lived in Connecticut ever since. I'm a New Haven native. I grew up in the Hill community, New Haven. Grew up in a corner store, and like, even if I'm not always outside over there, my community, I feel like, is very meaningful to me. That area, albeit it's not the best, like, safety wise, it's not a financially well-off community, it's a low-income community. Like, I've met a lot of people, that are important to me over there. A lot of times when you think about like those other parts of New Haven that aren't downtown, that aren't Yale, it's like a really negative perception, a very negative light. Like, obviously New Haven isn't like, I'm not gonna say it's a good place by all means. Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes on.
It's a city.
But like, it gets real shitty out there. Like, there's a lot of crackheads where I'm at. Gun violence and stuff. When I was a kid, my house got shot up before.
Wow.
Yeah, so like, I have family members, got robbed and stuff over there. Like, it's not like the best place. I wanted to capture my community in a positive light. So I told them that, and they was like, yeah, that would be awesome, and you could submit your pictures to us. We could present and stuff. I never posted the pictures, and I asked them not to share it, but I did send it to them, because like it was a little meaningful to me, and a little like private for me, because it was like I just got the camera, but I think I took some good pictures. I went out. It was like a summer day. I went out. I was on Plymouth Street. I'm very familiar with a lot of the people that live over there in that area. And I went out, I walked over there, and a lot of them were clients of mine at the store too. So like, they know me. They're like, hey, what you doing walking over here? I'm like, I have my camera in my hand. I'm like, I want to take some pictures. And like I said, it was a hot summer day. So, all the kids were out, and they popped open the fire hydrant. And everyone was, they also have like a little car wash over there, like that they do. It's some of the clients that go to the store. You know, if you're ever in New Haven on Plymouth Street, they have a little car wash. So you know, I'm gonna plug them too. You know, you go ahead, shout out my people. But they they were out there cleaning cars. They popped the fire hydrant open. The kids were out playing. People were sitting on the porch, and I just went out and took pictures of them. And like it was really meaningful to me. It felt nice to capture a positive side of my community, because like, don't get me wrong, I get frustrated myself. Like, there's mad crackheads over there. Like, I'll be having to clean up like needles and syringes and shit like all across the side of the store and stuff. It's not but like, you want your community to be somewhere where your kids could go out and play and all this, and it's not that yet by any means. Like, it's taking a bit of a dive, but I just kind of like, what it's still like, there's a heart in every community, and it's like, I kind of wanted to take pictures of what's there and what it could be. Yeah. That's like kind of my story.
That is so, guys, this is like the most heartwarming thing you've ever shared with me.
Yeah, I usually am very obnoxious.
A little bit. I'm kidding.
I'm usually very obnoxious. I say very crude things.
In a funny way.
Yeah, in a funny way. But like, this is a little out of character for me.
I could cry. This is so sweet. Wow, actually, like, I think that was a very beautiful story that you shared, and I resonate with so many aspects of it, especially the part where you're using creativity to kind of fill a gap that you notice in your community. Like you said, right? Like, you grew up in this place, it's low income, how people perceive it, but there's this gap of like, what's the other side? What's the other story?
Exactly. Like, you don't know anyone there. Like, all you see, you go through, you drive through, you see, this is the trenches. Like, you feel me? Like ain't shit here for me. But like, there's more to it. Like, in a lot of New Haven, majority of New Haven is that. New Haven isn't fucking Yale. New Haven isn't the fucking pizza. It's the people.
It's the people.
And like, every community got their bad apples, but that don't mean the whole community is shit. Like we people, and albeit a lot of us are struggling, we're still people.
That's like the very important, because I also grew up in a low income community. And of course, I've had so many privileges by just meeting people and being in good spaces outside of like where I grew up, that has allowed me to branch out from just like where I live, right? But I never really realized as a kid that it was low income. All I remember growing up was like being able to walk to the corner store and get like 25-cent chips and get like a free drink from like the man behind the counter because he recognized me, or my neighbor who would give me free chocolate bars. And like, I sound like I was a fat kid, which I was, but like I don't remember really like noticing the bad parts until I grew up, and I was like, wow, people don't live like this.
Yeah, like, you're a kid, you don't see that shit,
right?
And especially like, if when you have good parents, like, they keep a lot of that shit from you. Like, you're not
Right.
you're not subjected to it as much. Like, so it's like, my parents, like, we moved out of there when I was like 12, 13. Like I told you, it wasn't the best place for us. I have 2 little sisters. Like, the crib got lit up. Like, like, it's not a place where you want to stay, especially if you feel like your family's in harm's way. But like, when I was a kid, I never thought of my community in a negative light at all.
Right.
I love living on that street. Like, everybody know me since I was little, and I know everybody. It's like, I had a little playground in my backyard. I remember I would stand on the top of it, and I would like yell to the house like 2 houses over, and the kid from over there, he would run over, and he would run into my backyard with his little bike. He was a badass kid. He was a badass kid, but like, he was just one of the kids out there, and me and him, he would come in my backyard, play with me. Like, I don't know, like, it's different when you're a kid. Like you don't see it.
I'm curious, like, because okay, this is what it's making me think about, because as I've grown older, of course, it's so easy to become very cynical of the world and be very pessimistic and be like there's only a specific way that we should live, because you're kind of like forced to conform and think that you lived a good life if you live in this house, if you have this amount of money, if you're doing this job, blah 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 blah. And I feel like growing up has sucked that youthful energy of appreciation for things. Do you think that like that could be a reason why like a lot of people might just visit New Haven and be like not be able to see like the good parts because they don't have like the eyes to even recognize that?
Yeah, like
I don't know if you understand that question.
I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah, like a lot of times, you know, when we're young, like what we're subjected to of the idea of a good life is you're making a lot of money, you got a big house, you know, you're able to supply for your family, whatever, you know, like, but like you don't expect yourself to like live in the trenches or, you know, like or anything like that. But like there's a lot of people that I see are happy, you know, like old, you know, there's older folk that live out there and they be happy as hell. Like even now I'm a bank teller. I'm a float teller. Like I go around different banks, but I've been based lately out of Fairhaven. I recently, like when I first started, I was like in Wallingford, Guilford, Branford, stuff like that. And now I've been in Fairhaven, you know, and I don't want to leave because like it's like my community's there, and the people who I see come in, they be jollier than the people in fucking Wallingford with money. You know, like it'll be like a sweet old lady, sweet old Spanish lady, Dios te bendiga, you know, like God bless you, my child, smiling, cheesing. She got $5 in her account, and she happier than me. You know, like, so it's not always about what you have, it's about how you perceive things. And I'm not gonna lie, like, a lot of times I look at things pessimistically. I'm not the most positive person, but like, you gotta switch it up every now and then, because if you stay in that mindset, like, fuck, I need more money, like, fuck, I can't do this, fuck, I can't do that, you know, like, you're just gonna live a shitty life. You're gonna be fucking miserable all the time. That's not how I want to live. That's not how I want to live. I want to be happy where the fuck I'm at. Whether I got money or I got $0 in my fucking account, and whether I'm $800,000 in student loan debt or something. like I just want to be like, I want to be happy in, wherever I'm at. Not content, happy. Because there's a difference.
I think that was such a beautiful answer. And yeah, I think that as you grow older, you just, you lose that youthful energy that allows you to just appreciate things for what it is and not look for like the bad in every single aspect of everything. And I totally recognize, especially after post-grad, being like, damn, like, things are not going my way whatsoever. Like, life sucks. Like, I don't have a job, I don't have money, I don't have my own place, I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have like all of these things that I was like thought that I was supposed to have, or like living in a nice fancy community, living in the city in Manhattan like I thought I would. But when I stepped out of it and I was like, okay, what does this area provide me? Like, what can I appreciate right now? What can I take and grow? And which actually goes into the question I want to ask you. So taking those pictures, like, you turned something that might have been negative to other people into a positive, like, creative outlet. I'm curious, and this might be a difficult question, why did you not feel comfortable enough to share it? Was it because you were afraid of how people would perceive it, that they were feelings of New Haven wouldn't change?
No, it wasn't that. It was like, it was just more so like, that was like really my first project with the camera. And, you know, like, I don't think I think I did a good job with it. It was more so just like, I kind of wanted to keep it to myself. It just felt like something a little personal to me. Like, I don't really give a shit about how people perceive things, you know. That project was more so just a reminder to me. You know, like, hey, you know, this happens over here and this happens over here, but like, at the end of it all, you know, like there's still a lot of good people. It's still a good place. Then it was more of a personal reminder to myself rather than to everyone else.
That's really good. Honestly, I feel like me personally, I do a lot of creative things. Like I write as well and stuff, and
I mean, yeah,
my
look
excuse,
at this shit.
yeah,
Like,
true. But the amount of, I realized that deep down, me personally, the reason why I wasn't sharing a lot of these creative things was because I was scared of how people would perceive it, and I thought that like I would put so much energy into doing something positive and creative and that it wouldn't change people's mindset whatsoever. But just doing this channel for 2 months, like the amount of changes I have experienced and that people have reached out to me to, like it's been incredible. And so I definitely like, I want to ask, like, have you been putting your work out there? Because
you don't follow my page?
No.
Hold on, look.
No, I don't. And I'm like, I feel like you need to promote it more.
I repost it on my story every time. But like I usually take pictures of like just spots I like or my friends and stuff.
Still.
You know, but like look, there's a shit ton of pictures of Matthew up here. But like I posted them from Matthew's birthday. You're literally in here. Look at you. You're in here. She's in one of the posts and she's talking about she hasn't seen it. 2 pictures. Hold on. I think there's another one with you in it. 3, 4. I think you're featured the most in the pictures from Matthew's birthday. Like,
I think that like what I've recognized nowadays is that, well, now with the rise of technology, right? People are like, creativity is important. It's the only thing that separates you. And like I meet so many people on a day-to-day basis who are like, I do this creatively, and I'm like, I had no clue. Like
I do other shit too. Like
I think some things, of course, should be personal and like you should keep to yourself because like not everyone needs to know everything about what you're doing. But I think that like the only way you can positively impact someone is creatively.
But even technical skills, like for certain things, can be creative.
That's
you know, like there's creativity in coding. You know, like not every code is the same. There's creativity in a lot of shit. You know,
exactly.
You know, cameras can be technical. You know, like even writing a story, you know, there's technicalities to it.
Ooh, you did get me there. I like that. You're right. It's a mix of both things.
Yeah. So
but I don't know. I just think that like this is definitely something you should consider like doing more and promoting more of. And just seeing the pictures, like they're so good. I could see so much potential for even more. And if you were to be like, okay, for a month, it might suck for a month, but I'm gonna go out of my way and take shots of things that I feel like are underappreciated and post it and make sure that I'm trying to the best of my ability to make sure that people see this. You don't know what can happen within a month. You don't know who you could touch. You don't know how it can change your life, you know?
Yeah.
And I just think that like, I mean, the people you must have sent your first photos to were probably really touched. You got the grant because of like just saying that this is what you want to do, but then going the extra mile and carrying it out, that's like in itself very touching as well, you know? Yeah. Do you have any last thoughts you want to share about like this experience?
Not about this experience. Just
whatever, go crazy.
Do what you want to do. Fuck it, one life, YOLO. Yeah. Fuck it, we bull.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Your back hurt, your head hurt, whatever. Go do whatever you want to do. It don't matter.
Are you saying that because your head hurts right now?
My head hurt, my back hurt, my ass hurt, everything. Everything. Fuck it, we bull. It's one life.
I've definitely been on that train recently. And I feel like some people are worried. They're like, get a job. Get a full-time job. Like, stop playing around. And I'm like, I like interview people every week for fun. I make $0. Actually, I'm minus 10 today.
She gave me $10 for gas.
So
whopping 10, guys. That's gonna fill up my tank.
Hey,
it's something. It's something.
Definitely emptied my bank. Hey,
emptied your bank is crazy.
That rhymed. Yeah, you said it filled up my tank. That definitely filled up my tank, and I said that emptied my bank.
Stick to the podcast. Poetry isn't your thing. Poetry is not your thing.
But yeah, I 100% agree. Obviously, there's a balance, right? So you should be able to like support and take care of yourself. But at the end of the day, like,
I thought my hair looked.
people.
I'm sorry, I thought my hair looked crazy today, but I low key look good in this camera.
Back to what I was saying. But I
at?
think there's a balance, right? There's a balance in that you should be able to like express yourself, create like in any way that you want, but also like find ways to like make sure you're taking care of yourself. And sometimes that means getting a full-time job. Hire me. Anyways,
Please, somebody hire me.
He's sick of me already. Anyways, but yeah, I think that this was such a great episode. I learned so much about the duality of things. I feel like it's gonna make me take extra time to appreciate things that I might not have in the past. And it's like a great reminder that things are not what they seem, and behind every bad thing is a story that can make it good, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And so yeah, thank you so much, Elvis, for
no
being
problem.
on Seek and Speak.
Yeah.
Check down below for all of his information, all of your socials. I'll get it from you. Yeah, like, subscribe, follow for more. I have a Spotify now. I have 3 followers. Love you guys.
4 after this video.
Oh, because you're gonna follow me?
Yeah.
Hey. We up. So yeah, also follow my Spotify, and yeah, remember that the heart of every story is human. So what's yours? Does it look good? Because I don't have my glasses on.
I think I look good.
Ditto. Hey. No, we did it again.
Like you're just grabbing, like you're not grabbing, like you're just grabbing my wrist. Like I don't know what
you
you're
say
doing.
handshakes. Can we handshake?
This is what California does to black people.
I'm gonna pretend he didn't say that. Okay, but yeah, thank you.
Peace out, guys.
Well,
Elvis
please.
QRG.
I'm going to put it. Jeez Louise.